Welcome to Bike Review Pro, your go-to destination for in-depth motorcycle reviews, comparisons, and the latest two-wheel tech. In today's episode, we take a deep dive into the legendary 2025 Kawasaki KLR 650, a dual-sport machine that continues to dominate the adventure scene. Whether you're an off-road enthusiast, a cross-country tourer, or someone just exploring reliable long-distance machines, the KLR 650 holds a special place in your heart. And for 2025, Kawasaki has made some meaningful updates that make this machine more refined, rugged, and ready for more adventure than ever before. The KLR 650 Legacy. Let's start with a bit of background. The Kawasaki KLR 650 has been a cult favorite since its debut in the late 1980s. Loved for its reliability, simplicity, and go-anywhere capability, it became the backbone of budget adventure biking. Whether it was the original air-cooled models or the fuel-injected reboot in 2022, the KLR 650 has always been about rugged functionality over flashy features. And that's exactly why it has stood the test of time. Engine and performance, proven power with subtle tweaks. The 2025 model continues with the 652cc single-cylinder, 4-stroke engine, which has been slightly retuned to offer smoother low-end torque and better fuel efficiency. It's not about high horsepower or racetrack speeds here, it's about delivering dependable power when climbing rocky trails or cruising long highways. With around 40 horsepower and a healthy torque curve, this thumper excels in real-world conditions. Whether you're loaded with luggage or riding solo into the wilderness, the KLR handles it all with minimal fuss. The fuel injection system, introduced a few years back, is now even more refined in the 2025 version. Cold starts are smoother, and throttle response has improved. Especially noticeable at low RPMs, which is ideal for off-road riding. Suspension and handling, built for the unknown. What really makes the KLR 650 shine is its suspension setup. The front features long-travel 41mm telescopic forks, while the rear is equipped with a unitrack linkage system and adjustable preload. Kawasaki hasn't gone full modern with upside-down forks or electronic suspension, and that's on purpose. This setup is simple, reparable in remote areas, and incredibly durable. Handling-wise, the KLR is a big bike, but it doesn't feel unwieldy. The wide handlebars give you control off-road, and the frame geometry makes it stable on the highway. Yes, it's not a featherweight dirt bike, but it doesn't pretend to be. The 21-inch front wheel and 17-inch rear ensure that it eats up off-road terrain with ease. Ergonomics and comfort, made for long journeys. One of the biggest appeals of the KLR has always been comfort. The 2025 model continues the trend with a well-padded, wide seat, upright riding posture, and wind protection that actually works. The adjustable windshield now has a slightly taller option, great for taller riders or those doing extended highway travel. The handlebar position is relaxed, and foot peg placement gives enough room for standing when off-road. Kawasaki has also included rubber dampers on the pegs to reduce vibrations, a thoughtful touch that you'll appreciate on long rides. Design and looks, rugged, not flashy. When it comes to styling, the KLR 650 has always leaned towards function first. For 2025, Kawasaki has updated the graphics and added two new color options, a desert tan matte and a stealthy forest green. The design is still unmistakably KLR, bulky, solid, and adventure-ready. The LED headlight continues from previous models, providing improved visibility while consuming less power. A few body panels have been reshaped for better aerodynamics and protection against mud and debris, especially when riding in off-road conditions. Tech and features, minimal but practical. Unlike high-end adventure bikes filled with electronics, the KLR sticks to the basics. That's not a downside, it's intentional. Still, the 2025 version does come with some modern touches. The digital instrument cluster includes a gear indicator, fuel gauge, trip meters, and even voltage monitoring, so you know what's going on under the hood. USB charging ports and optional heated grips are now available on the adventure trim. Speaking of trims, the KLR 650 is available in three main variants: the Standard, the Traveler, with top box and DC outlet, and the Adventure, with panniers, crash bars, and auxiliary lighting. Fuel economy and range: long hauls, no problem. Fuel efficiency is one of the strong suits of this machine. With a 6.1-gallon, 23-liter fuel tank, the KLR 650 easily delivers over 400 kilometers of range on a single fill. For solo riders on remote trails or riders tackling highways between cities, this kind of range is gold. The engine sips fuel conservatively, even when loaded with gear or carrying a passenger. Kawasaki has tuned the engine mapping to balance performance and economy, and it shows in real-world riding. Maintenance and ownership are built like a tank. Simplicity is one of the KLR 650's best traits. It's easy to maintain, parts are widely available, and you don't need a degree in engineering to fix something in the middle of nowhere. The air filter is accessible, the valves are straightforward to adjust, and the engine is known to run for decades with basic care. Chain drive, analog components, and solid build quality make the 2025 KLR a bike you can trust. For adventure riders, this level of dependability matters more than fancy gadgets. Price and competition: still a budget king. Kawasaki has priced the 2025 KLR 650 very competitively, keeping it well below many of its adventure touring competitors. In terms of price to performance, it stands tall against machines like the Suzuki DR650, Royal Enfield Himalayan, and even the Yamaha Tenere 700, though the latter sits in a higher price and performance bracket. What you're paying for is a platform that's proven, versatile, and cost-effective, especially if you're planning long-term ownership. Who should buy the 2025 KLR 650? If you're a weekend trail explorer, a cross-country tourer on a budget, or someone who just loves bulletproof bikes that can handle it all, the KLR 650 is for you. It doesn't try to impress with horsepower numbers or riding modes. Instead, it offers something far more valuable: reliability, simplicity, and go-anywhere confidence. Final thoughts: still a legend. The 2025 Kawasaki KLR 650 doesn't reinvent the wheel, and that's a good thing. It stays true to its roots while making thoughtful updates to improve the ride experience. It's not flashy, but it's incredibly functional. It's not the fastest, but it'll get you anywhere and back without blinking. For riders looking for a dependable partner for adventure, the KLR 650 remains one of the best options out there. Affordable, practical, and endlessly capable, it's no surprise this bike has achieved legendary status. Thanks for watching this detailed review from Bike Review Pro. Make sure to hit like, share with fellow riders, and subscribe for more content like this. Safe riding, and we'll see you in the next one.